Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony.
Damn, so we're right by a door there.
And today we're going to venture into this
There's windows all along there too.
awesome old post office. This is in Gary, Indiana.
This shit was cool. This shit was cool. Yeah, how come you always laugh like you're some kind of... Dude, I can't get this thing set right. There it goes. Here, you try. Fuck, dude.
So that was a fail. So this post office may have been constructed as part of the New Deal.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
So we were about to give up on this place and found an entry. And if I'm a little fast moving through this building, I apologize. We had a lot to cover in a short period of time. I'd like to come back up here if I get enough. There's a really cool photo Andrew took. But I'd like to come back up here soon. As soon as I get enough...
I gotta watch those windows.
As soon as I get enough revenue and save my Patreon support, we'll be coming back up here. There's a ton more buildings that we want to see that I believe you guys will want to see that are pretty cool. But I did move kind of fast through this building because we're running short on time. And here's a makeshift bedroom. At some point somebody was sleeping in this room. This is a pretty large and spectacular post office. Gigantic basement underneath. Second floor with tons of rooms. And look at this. Maybe somebody, I don't know, maybe Phil Preston, somebody that's into old construction can tell us about this. There's all these wooden blocks that make up the floor. You know, they're standing on end. The grain is sticking up. I couldn't find a lot of history information about this post office. I found a couple stories about Gary Postal Service. Apparently when their post office opened on New Year's Day, a brick merchant came and sent a crock of baked beans to, I believe, John F. Kennedy's great-grandfather in Massachusetts. But Gary, we do know about. It was founded as a company town by U.S. Steel in 1906, and it's always been a one-industry town for all of its short 70-year history. It really didn't have any other function. It wasn't a transportation hub, not an educational center. It's not a market center. Its primary purpose was to transform raw iron ore into steel. It was always overshadowed by other cities like Chicago, and was even dwarfed by Indiana's own city, Indianapolis. And it really never grew beyond its founding purpose of steel. As a result of its dependency on one industry and one industry alone, it was an instant city that passed from inception to adolescence to middle age and into old age and decay in only 70 years. Another look at those, and again I apologize if the video moves a little fast. Typically I would have taken more time, but we were running short on time, and I really wanted to go film this hospital and a couple other buildings and get it all done, by 7 p.m. Look at these cool old wooden cabinets built all over. There were a few different safes in this building. I believe 3. At least 3 walk-in safes. Now I read somewhere that they might be giving, architectural Save Gary, Indiana tours or something. And that little wooden thing I see built in the front, I believe that if you were to go on one of those tours, you'd probably have to stand in that little wooden area, that little kind of wall you saw. They probably bring people up to look into the building from there. And I wouldn't be surprised if that might be about it. Here's a photograph of this stairwell that I'm about to come up. And by the way, you can find the photos on Instagram at FocusGrim, FOKUSGRIM. The link you can click and go on your computer is in the description of the video. If you drop it down, you'll find a link to Focusgram, and they're photographs that Andrew takes inside the buildings. We were here, we stayed in a $50-something motel room, the cheapest one I could find, and I'd say with, we'd like to film in the Chicagoland area and Gary, so I'd say when I maybe get about, $350 or so to spend, via Patreon and the small amount of ad revenue will probably come back up here. But if anybody would like to donate to that cause, just contact me via email or Facebook. Kind of moved quickly through here. There was, some kind of cool graffiti in some of these rooms. Not a whole lot else, though. There is some other cool stuff in this building. But anyways, I moved kind of quickly. It's always a little bit of a mystery to me how and why these big padded chairs that I would imagine would not be in a post office but would be in somebody's house end up sitting in the post office, and boots. There was a boot there in the corner. Again, usually I like to show every last nook and cranny of the buildings and put it up in multiple parts if I need to. I pretty well covered the building. There's a couple spots I didn't get to out of necessity. looks like photographers set some stuff up here. A couple of the books I was kind of curious about what they were doing in a post office. I don't know if this building maybe had another function at some point, or if those were just drug in. Part of what looks to be a crib in the closet. Well, some of the random stuff in a old post office makes me wonder. Now this photograph may have been from the back side of the door that we didn't see. But there's a couple more pictures in this video. Nothing in this safe but a bottle of piss. But there's a couple other cool photographs of the shield on the safe door where you can see all the colors. And this photograph that you just saw may have been taken from the same spot that the video ended. I tried to line them up if I could so that you guys could see a still. And here's a photograph of some of that wooden cabinetry.
Did you get that other safe?
There you go. There's a picture of the safe and the seal. Here's another view. You can see the light coming through. I believe that was a skylight and an old record player, and some old records. Those are like glass test tubes or something. If anybody has any ideas about that, let me know in the comments.
Damn, there's cars seeing me.
The only reason I was concerned is they had welded.
Hey, peek out before you burn out.
This is right downtown next to the other post office, and they had welded doors shut and done some things to try to keep people out. So here you can see how we got in and out. So that's how we got in and out, through the fence. We almost gave up until we noticed that. For some reason on our first pass, we didn't see it. Thanks to all my Patreon supporters. Go check out Andrew on Instagram, Focus Grim. Thanks.